Hello and welcome back to Path of Exile. This is going to be episode 5 in the Everything Explained series. And we're playing a Cyclone. It'll eventually be Cyclone of Tumult, and then we're going to be ascending in this episode right now. So to ascend, you want to go to Act 3, and you want to finish all the different, these icons up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can't get in, just click one of them and it will tell you the zone to go to finish it off. Like maybe you have to go up in here into, let's see, the Imperial Garden and do the 6th one, or whichever one you're missing, and then you can walk in here and that will unlock the waypoint, and then it's unlocked, and then you're going to walk right up here, and then you don't have to come back to this zone. You can just teleport using the waypoint on your map. And then you're going to click this. And you got to be level 33 to get in here. And let's see. There we go. All of them are done. And then this one, see how this one, we got to unlock 3 more of these. And then by 68, we'll unlock those. Very nice. And this is really important. I'll show you why, what we're going to get out of this. Oh, we got to click this. That's highlighted. Enter. If you die in here, you get sent back to the back. But this first, this is called a lab or a labyrinth run. And Izaro is the guy we're going after. Basically, what you're looking for is to ascend to another class, like a subclass of Marauder in this case. And we're going to go with Berserker. Now, Chieftain is going to be really, really, really powerful this season. So it's going to be tempting to not do that. Or tempting to do that. And we're extremely powerful as is right now, so it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. I'll probably play a Chieftain and a Berserker, but just to give you an idea, there's a skill that you get from Berserker that cost 120 divine. Imagine 120 times 200. We're looking at 20,000 chaos or more just to buy the jewels that unlock the actual skill. So it's that valuable. So here's the first, there's 3 chunks to this Izaro fight in the lab where we're at. And here's the first one. And then we're going to go fight him again, and then the last time. So it's called the Aspirant's Trial. We walk in here. And in general, before we go in, let's do this. We'll walk back out here. And just look at the map. See how, and you can move this map around with your keys like this. But it's generally up and to the top right is the way forward. Not always, but that's the general rule of thumb. And then there's usually a crafting recipe here to unlock as well. And we'll walk in here. And if you're full of stuff, you can always put it in your dash right there. Cool. And let's get into this fight. I'll take the map off there. And we'll even get ready for this and watch my mana go way up. Oh, chunk, chunk, chunk. I think we could even tank those big hits from them. It wouldn't even matter. Let's see if we can. See if he can bonk me. Nope. Can't even hit me. Oh, there we go. He tried. There we go. And he should go back to the center here. Why isn't he? There he goes. He's kind of like, not bugged out, but he should have just been sent back there. And now we're into the next zone. And if you take a look at this, now we have 2 ways to go once we get through here. So let's go and try to find the direct route. I usually don't mess around, but there's things you could do in here that make your lab runs more easier. And there's like certain statues that you can unlock. There's just things in here, but what I try to do is just run them as quickly as possible. I don't try to fight things like I'm doing right now. It's a waste of time. I just want to get through the lab. I'm here for the ascension. And there's also another good thing at the very end too. Pretty valuable thing at the end. We'll see. Let's see. Where is it? It might be this right over here. Let's see. Nope. I'm going to go this way to the right. When in doubt, go to the top right. Let's see. Up over that. That. Oh, let's knock this guy out. Couple of, shackled boots. I hope there's some not wisdom, movement speed on these. Ooh, there is. So I would lose 5 movement speed. And I'd also lose that other stuff. But this is a red, green. I need green, green, red, red. That might be something I'll actually use. Then I can have a 4 link. Right now I have 3 link, meaning my Cyclone is supported by Pulverize, which does that, adds to its area of effect and more damage, but it has less attack speed. That's okay. And then this is just flat out more and more damage. Also, supported skills deal 35% more damage with bleeding as well. So if I can make the target bleed, that would be cool. If I hold down Alt, if we quality up those gems, we'd get 10% increased melee fizz. We'll be doing all that at the end. Cool, let's keep going. Oh, there's a way forward. Cyclone, nice. I'll take that wisdom scroll. But as you can see, I mean, we are having 0 problems here. This is just easy stuff. And I wouldn't want to go this way, but fortunately we found the door that goes this way. Right back into the Aspirant's Plaza. Run right over here. Pop up. And let's fight him. I'll take the map off so it's a little clearer. Take a quick look at this. I'm not sure what we're going to be grabbing next. I know of a couple good things. I want more damage. I want to hit stuff even harder. We're in Act 4. We should have 1,200 health. I think we can get... I know some health nodes close by, so... Knock this guy out. He was picking on us, so let's kill him. Okay. Nice. We have to upgrade our weapon, too. That's the biggest thing. If we can upgrade our weapon again, that'll be huge damage. Look at all that stuff. Wow. We'll take the small stuff to turn in for maybe transmutes. Ooh, and that's another, what do you call it? Steel gauntlets. Interesting. 4 linked. Oh no, it's 3 linked. I don't want that. Okay. We'll just hop through here. Easy stuff. What's that? I don't want to really go to either of these ways, but what I suspect is the way forward is... Ooh, look at this. It's going to be a to the right. I don't want to go out. I try to avoid the traps and all that kind of stuff, but oh, looks like there's a thing here. Run up this way. Nope. Must be a lever there. Yep. Nope. I missed one lever. Oh, it's right in the middle there. There, and then I guess we can go around the side. A little more complex than usual. But you can see why I want to avoid. Just don't like doing these things. The mazes and all that stuff. Just want to run. Run, Forest. Just run, go fast. So much nicer than PoE 2, because you can just move fast through this game already, and we're going to be going much faster. There we go. And this is the right way forward. See how it goes? We have a choice to go here or here, but this is fine. And then we can go here to here next, so that's not a big deal. I like that. So again, we're going to be going to the right if possible. It's not always that way, but watch out for that thing to slam down on our head. Should have took the far right, but we'll see. This might be okay. Leaping. And the leap slams work better. See how I'm pointing way over here versus something like this? It doesn't leap that far, but this will be a nice stretched out long leap, especially with faster attacks supporting it. Aspirant's Plaza, perfect. There it is, there's the end. So now the thing is, you could actually run through this. People call these lab runners. What you do is you dedicate your character just to running lab. The reason being is they'll get these, they'll get loot at the end, but they'll also get transfigured gems out of it. And a bunch of other stuff too. But they can be really valuable, especially early on. So we'll just go through here, knock this guy out. It'd be nice to get maybe a poacher's mark on this guy or some kind of a curse too. We could start doing those. But, I mean, we're not having any problems with these fights. It's just super easy. Oh, we got a treasure key. Very nice. I guess we'll take that, and that. And we'll leave the rest on the ground. And is there something too big here? Yeah, this is the too big thing. We'll take that and that instead of this big chunky shield. Now, the thing is, when you're doing stuff like this, you might have a second tab where you could do something like this. Let's see. I'll put this at right click and it puts it to the top of the list, then left click and drag it. Some people call these dump tabs, where all of a sudden you just don't want to deal with the thing right now, so you just dump it in here and you're going to deal with it later. That's called a dump tab. There we go. So now I've dumped it and I'll deal with that stuff later. First thing we're going to use is our key. Now you might get multiple keys, and you might even get a key out of this and start opening these things. Got a lot of loot out of that. You can see how pretty valuable this stuff is already. And I only got one key. Now if we did more of the side stuff on the way here, we might have found another key or two. Then there's this thing, the Divine Font. That's where we do the gem stuff. And then over here is where we actually ascend. Now, if I were to get disconnected, I'd have to go back to the start and do it all over again. So I want to get this ascension thing done. And this is where we pick our subclass of Marauder. So we could pick a Juggernaut, Berserker, or Chieftain. And this could be undone, but it's a little bit expensive to undo it. It's not that bad. Right now it would be very expensive, but... So, we have a choice here. This, I would say, is more of a tanky spec, and this is going to be way more of a damage spec. So I want to go with damage this time. So, just for fun, we're having a good time. No worries, we can do tons of content. So, I want to ascend this, and it says, "Are you sure?" Yes, I'm very sure. Very cool. Now I've got 2 points to spend. See how this popped up, this little thing right here on our sheet? We have 2 points right here to ascend, to spend in this little mini passive tree. And we also have a point to spend over here. So we'll spend those in a second. Let's go back over to the Divine Font and use that up before we disconnect it or something. Now we have a couple of things here. We could do a transform the skill gem into a transfigured gem of the same color. That would be interesting. Now here's the problem. I did not buy and bring another gem, like another green Cyclone gem, because I'd like to get a transfigured gem. Well, I didn't even bring one. So I can't do that to it. So what could I do? We could do... I don't have any other skill gems that I brought that I don't want to do. So for right now, we'll just bring this. And this is perfectly fine. We're going to go like that. Now, if I hold down Alt, it'll show you what it does. More movement speed. I think that's going to get changed next next league, too. That's that Alt quality down there. If you hold down Alt and then the quality thing, we're just going to put that on there. But, geez, I kind of want to show this off. Where you get a choice of 3 gems. And then if you want to, you can look up the value of those gems on the trade market. Some of them are worth 20, 30, 60, a divine 20, 30, 60 chaos. So there could be like quite a bit. But I'm just going to do the quality on these. That's fine. I'll just do quality. Or I could have done that and said, no, ignore it too. So we'll do the quality. That's fine for now. And let's get out of here. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to make that mistake again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to return to town. I'm going to grab some currency. And I'm going to take this one and some chance orbs, I think, and maybe some, I don't know if it's augments. And then do we have any? Oh, we got some transmutes. So take these 4. And it's a transmute, alteration, chance, and augment. And we're going to go into the library in Act 3 right here. And we're going to see if we can buy some Cyclone gems, maybe. And how many could I possibly get on my character? 1, 2. I can get 2 on there. That'd be fine. Purchase items. Cyclone. Let's see if I can type it correctly. Come on. There we go. Not looking at the keyboard and not even have my hands on there. Oh, chance orbs. We'll do 2 of them. Nice. And we'll put those right here. And we'll start leveling those up. And we'll be able to use those to, randomly get other kinds of transfigured gems once we go back in there. And the thing is, I could go back in there right now. And if I went in there, I could get another 3%, another 3%. You could do it that way. But there's actually better ones. If we wait till like the 2nd or 3rd one, They're a little bit longer to run, but you get better rewards at the end. Nice. Let's go back to our hideout. And we're going to take care of the all this stuff. And we'll just... I do control left click on Liliroth, and I put her right there because I have my chest right here open. And then when I'm working on my chest, I still see her, and I can just hold down control and left click, and then I can start selling things. And then we control left click to put stuff over there. This is actually a pretty decent DPS weapon. Let's see what it brings it up as. If I press... I have Awakened PoE Trade app running. It's 122 DPS as it stands. This one... Oh, it doesn't show the DPS for that. A little weird that it wouldn't, but oh well. This is more. We'll just vendor this stuff. Ooh, and we got a bone ring. Interesting. Did I ID all that? Yeah. And this. Bone ring, interesting, but no. That's for minion stuff. Okay, we'll put this back away, and we have 9. If we can get up to 10, that would be the rough cost of another, right here we can. Of the next weapon that we're going to buy. It roughly costs about a chaos when you're starting the league, and that's what I'm trying to replicate here, even late in the league like this. Oh boy, let me vendor all this, and I'll be right back. Okay, and now I want to work on this. We want to augment it. We'll use an augment. Regen some of that. So we're going to lose a little bit of evasion and the stun block. So this is really not much of a loss at all. Pretty close to a wash, because those other stats I don't really care about, and the regen is a little bit better. 5% movement speed is worth it to me. And now what I'm hoping for, I have 20 chromatics saved up. We can get rid of this and... Oh wait, this is red, green. Oh, it doesn't have movement speed. So no, I don't want to deal with that one. So right here, we're going to hope for green, 2 greens and 2 reds. I think it's doable. Ugh, 2 blues. 2 greens. Come on. No blues. Ah, there's a blue. Nope. There's 5 of them down. Come on. I haven't seen any... There's a red. This might be difficult, guys. Come on. 1 more red. Oh, wrong way. I don't think we're going to land it. That's almost all my... Don't want to use it. I only got 2 more. That's it. And failed. Not failed, but did not win. Now there's this one. We could use... I just want movement speed. What if we could... Ooh, I have an idea. We could craft movement speed, maybe? I don't know if we'd technically have unlocked movement speed yet, though. Let's search here. I don't think we'd unlock it until a little bit later. Yeah, we can't do that. It's a prefix anyways. So, nope on that. Oh well. But we don't have the, we don't have it yet. We can get rid of that. This would... See, it's an armor evasion item. This would roll into green, red and green very easily. Like double, because it's a strength-based and evasion, which is dexterity. This would roll red, green very easily. Oh well. Let's just put these back and we'll deal with it later. And now we have enough. Right here, 12. We'll say it costs 12 for the next big roll. And then I'm going to sell... all 5 of these to get some more wisdom scrolls. I don't mind that. Now I got 20 of these, and I'm going to get the weapon. I'm going to go search, and I'll be right back. Okay, what I searched for was Chopper Clabber, or Chobber Chabber. And I can't use it till level 40, but that's okay. We're almost there. We're at 37, no problem. And it cost me a chaos, so... Oh, I'll put that away. So I'm gonna basically accept that this 12 would be worth a chaos, and that's roughly the cost of this weapon during league start. Might be a little bit less, might be a little bit more, but in general, that's what we're shooting for next. And we'll see if it actually has more DPS than this. It should. It said 311 on the physical DPS, and all I did was search for Chabber, and then I searched by DPS on the pathofexile.com trade site. You just go to pathofexile.com, click trade, brings you to the site, You type in the word, search for Chobber, and then sort it by DPS, and then also make sure you're only sorting by, you only want to pay 1 chaos. And then direct message the person. That was the very first person we messaged, and done deal. Nice. All right, so where do we have to... Oh, we have to spend a point here. And we have to spend our these points. So let's spend the other point first. And we're going to work our way down to this node. And ideally, we'll get this node as well. This one, what it does is, if we don't have any life on our body armor, we can get 15% increased life, which would be cool. I think that's there. Where is it? The second one there. Yep. So we're going to work our way down there. We'll click that. And looks like we'll have some more attack speed. Very cool. Some more damage. 3278. Now we have 3368. Nice. And then we're going to get this one, and this one, and then we'll get these life nodes. Nice. 6%ers. Nice. So now we're faced with what to do next. I want to go for the most fun thing. We could go over this way and get some crit things, but our current weapon doesn't even allow us to crit, so that'd be bad. We could get some rage, but that's not really a lot of fun. We can do better than that. Eventually we'll want this for sure, but I want to get this thing right here. And oddly enough, this would cost... I saw it cost over 100 divine last season to get this, because we're going to get 5 ascendancies too by the end of the character. So, right down here. So we're going to pick up this attack speed. Let's bring up our character sheet again. So we're at 3368, and we know that this is not our full representation of the full thing. We also need some more accuracy too. So let's do this. 3368. Now we take 10% increased damage, but we're tanky. We can take it. Here we go. Let's find out. 3368 with a 40% more multiplier. Now, increased damage just increases off of your... It's like a stackable thing that increases. Let's say you had 1,000 damage, and you get 10%... and you already had 50% increased damage included in that 1,000. Well, if you get 10% increased damage, well, then you would do not 1,100. You would do... it would back out the 50% and say it would be 16% increased. It's a weird formula. It's not that... I mean, it's not good in this case. But if you get 10% more damage, then you would... And you didn't have any other more multipliers at all, you'd get the 1,100. So it's a big difference. The more... You want to mix them, increases and mores, but the mores are really, really powerful. Should not be overlooked. Also... a less modifier. If this said less what was the one where it said let's say that said less attack speed, that would be rough. That would be 5%, a full 5% penalty to our movements or our attack speed. So here we are, 3368. This is what we're going to do. We're going to apply the points, and we've gone up to 5,000. So you can see that that's not... That is a 40% more increase. It's just huge, plus these. Like that factored into it too. So this is just a ridiculous amount of damage. It's just crazy, guys. Cool. All right. Act 4. Let's go have some fun and smash some stuff. And we're going to go right over here first. There's so many cool things ahead, guys. If you're new to this game, imagine an amazingly perfect end game. This beats it. This game is really, really good. Now we have tons of damage, and now we're getting 30% increased damage if we stay by something for 4 seconds, if there's something tough that we have to, like, crush down. In a couple levels, we're going to be even stronger. Just going to be incredible. We're going to get even faster movements. I mean, I haven't even grabbed the movement speed things that we're doing. I could, but there's so much awesomeness coming. Really, really cool. Oh, this guy, he's done. Nice. Ooh, got a Quicksilver flask. Technically, we could do the recipe and work on that and get it up that way. Interesting. What's this? Nice, just crush stuff. Oh, we don't have space. I want some more alterations, so I'm going to hit the town and come right back. These boots are the right boots for the green, green, red, red. And I'm wondering if we have an augment right here and we do the vendor recipe. Will these work with that? They should. Maybe we'll go to 5%, or do they already have to have movement speed on them? I don't know. I think they already had to have movement speed on them. Trying to start them off from scratch, but that wouldn't work. Whereas these technically would. Let's see. These would, and then we get them up to a 20%. I don't want to do that. We'll save it. Okay, we'll put these away. And yeah, I just don't know. Oh well. Oh, I didn't put them in the right thing. I put them in here. I think we'll say 4. Had to hold down the control key to make sure. A control shift key. There we go. Just hold down control. Okay. And we'll dive back in, grab this, grab the flag, grab the guy. What we have to do down here. Oh, we got another point to spend. Go down here. Now we need some accuracy, but darn it. I want the life too. Oh, let's get the accuracy first. In fact, we'll refund a point. Why not? And just make sure we get enough accuracy now by going here and here. That should work. Yep. Plenty. Now we're in good shape. Cool. And we'll upgrade that one. I just don't like missing. I don't want to miss. Oh, oh, this is a Legion thing. Nice. This is another whole mechanic. Now we're gonna kill some creatures around here just to make sure they're not messing with them. It doesn't really matter. We're completely like OP right now. But what you want to do is you want to click this and then run to an edge of an area. Like out here on the edge is where the cool things are. See, we're gonna knock this down. Now they're not alive yet. We have 18 seconds. There's a timer clicking down. But those indicators show the cool stuff. There's even generals like this. These maybe a couple generals over here. 7 seconds. Oh, we got a couple things here. Nice. All right, now they've come alive, and they should. Oh, we got a chest here. We got a currency dropper there. Tons of damage. Very nice. We'll open up that chest. We'll take this. Oh, we got a chain belt. Gold amulet. Very nice stuff. And you see how tough we are? We can just sit and pick up stuff. It's no big deal. I like the music in the background. Turned everything down so you can hear me better, I hope. Ooh, an orb of binding. That's a really good item. That's a really good item. We need that. I'll explain it in a second. So much loot. This is ridiculous. Where's the other guys? That one of them? Yes, yes. Oh, a card. Sacred Life. That's our first Sacred Life. That's 1,200. Nice. Let's put that on right away. Nice. We're in good shape. There. Now we killed all the things. Oh, there's a chest right here even. Oh, there. No, we didn't kill all the things. Nice. We'll open up the chest. Oh, an incubator we got? There's... Oh. Now, this thing incubates a unique item after 2,000 life monster kills. Now, it's going to be a while because our kills are 8,000, so 2,000 away is a while. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking the item that's going to last the longest is probably this one. We're going to use that. Might have been that one, might have been on for a while. But this we're going to replace. You know, all the rest we're going to replace. So, done deal. I'm going to go back to town and vendor, and I'll come right back. This is an interesting belt. It's okay. Got some life. We're just going to sell. I have a tab that stores uniques. Let's see if we... Oh, I already got one in there, so we're just going to vendor this off.
What is it, Exile?
Not that good an item. There we go. let's put this stuff away, and I'm going to show you that orb of binding. I hold Control and Shift, make sure I put the things where I want them. So here's our loot. We're in good shape for the next item. We're going to put this up here, and let's take a look at this orb of binding. What does this thing do? Turns a normal item into a rare item with 4 linked sockets. That's huge, right? So let's take a look at what we could maybe just buy.
Yes.
Purchase. Nothing over here.
See ya.
There might be some cool stuff there, but this is where we want to look. We want to look for maybe armor, a regular armor piece with strength. Oh, right here. This would be interesting. Do I have this? This is a magic, so I'd have to scour it with a scouring orb. But that would be an item I'd probably want. What else could we get? I don't see anything here. I'm gonna go with this. Do I have a scouring orb? If I don't, I couldn't do it. Well, I got one. So, step 1.
What do you need now?
Purchase. This. We need the armor from it too. We only have 187 armor. This has 4. Well, we'll see how much armor it has. We're gonna scour it. Now, ooh, it had some quality on it. Nice. Do we have a an armor thing on it? Any kind of armor stuff? Why don't I have any armor scraps? Kind of weird. Usually I'd have like a whetstone, but for armor to increase the quality, but oh well. So now, it's going to turn it into a rare item, ideally with no life rolls. That would be cool, and I'll explain why later. We kind of run over it already once, but here we go. And then I'm going to use the chromatics to shoot for 2 greens. It's going to be weighted towards reds. We're going to try for 2 greens. This is really important, or at least 1 green. Not blues. Not blues. 1 green. Now I have a choice. I have 5 shots left here. Gonna be close. If I hit a green, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Because I still can do something like this. Okay, step 1. I would like to get this somewhere. Damage full on life. That would be a cool one. That'd be fine. That'd be fine for now. So we're gonna put this here. I'm going to have to give up on my faster attacks with my Leap Slam temporarily. What I'm doing is I'm not really sweating all these perfect combinations yet. I will soon, but this is good enough for now. Oh, we didn't get any life roll on here, so that's going to be great. And then, so we got this. I would have preferred Cyclone with faster attacks, but that's okay. We're going to have a lot of damage, guys. Pulverize. And melee fizz. And then this one is just pride. That we can leave there. Nice. Okay. Last step goes here. This goes there. Our damage was at 4,900 out in the field, and now it's going to be, well, quite a bit more.
Yes.
And let's go take a look what it is. Oh, we got to turn our pride back on. And I'll press number 1 because I have it right here. Let's take a look at our damage. 6,400. Woo! we're in another level here. 2 levels. Level and a half. We're going to get this weapon. It's going to be crazy. Well, it's not linked, darn. So we'll take this. Interesting. Oh, that's highlighted only because it's a 4 link. We don't want that one, though. It's got some, now this is interesting. See that quality thing? If you sell 4 items with quality of a total of 40, not 4 items. If you sell items with a quality equal to 40%, and no matter how many, 2 items of 20% or 3 of 14 would do it as well. It would hit 40%, you'll get the item back. So this is worth like 1/3 of a whetstone. So we're going to sell that, or vendor it, but only, not by itself. We'll just go like that. Nice. Okay. Ooh, a sacred mana? 480? That's a lot of mana. We don't even need mana, do we? Instant recovery, 163. That's fine. We only have 200. Oh, and we got to turn it on. There. We only have 142, so it's like an instant full mana. And we could put something else on here, too, to maybe get a secondary effect, because that's only a prefix, even though it has 2 lines. Okay, let's go find the guy. So we've been doing a lot of talking here. But I'm trying to explain everything, so I don't mind. And where's the guy? There should be a boss here somewhere here. Oh, I think I missed. I think he's over there by that book. Go get him. Yep, here he is. Let's take care of his friend. Let's see if we can tank the hit that he does. Yep, we hit him and tanked him. And now we're ramping up. What is our damage? 6,400. Nice. Grab the banner. Grab all the rest of the stuff. Do we even have room? We don't. Do we have room for any of this? Club. And we'll take that. Okay. It's good enough. And we're going to get back out this way. Just to save a scroll. I won't come back for that stuff. Okay, I'm going to vendor this. I'll be right back. Let's go ahead and get the next. We'll augment this one. Removes curses. So now we can remove curses too. That's nice. Good, 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 and good. What we could do is try to augment this one. Let's see if we can augment it. First, we'll turn it into... Oh, we don't even have enough transmutes to do it to make it magic. So we'll skip that. Well, maybe this one? Let's augment this one and see what we can do. Maximum charges. Some extra charges. Pretty cool. Got to be careful. It could do something like reduced duration, which is really bad, so we don't want to do that. I'll put this down here at the bottom to remind myself to sell it in a set. Now we're going up here. Turn in the flag. Nice. Let's go, let's do Delve. So, this very first area, I think this is where we find the very first sulfite to actually go into a Delve, which is an underground, very cool area that I enjoy a lot. And it has fossils that people use for crafting, and it's going to have, it's got a boss down there that drops a very specific weapon that's going to be extremely valuable, Kingslayer. So fortunately for people that like Delve, we're back in business, I hope, this league. And I'll be hunting down the king and fighting him, grabbing his weapon and selling him for multiple divines. We'll see. Alright, let's find this stuff. Alright, we got another point to spend. We're at 39. At 40 we get this. But we want to go right down here. We're okay, and we'll be okay with accuracy for a while. If we're not, we're going to take this one, the bottom one. It's 500 accuracy minus whatever our level is. Let's say level 50. So we'd get 400 accuracy from that node. That's an easy escape route for us if we definitely need some more accuracy. But we're in good shape there. But I want to head down here and grab this one next. We're going to grab that, and now 6,400 turns into 6,600. Ooh. Let's go in here. And we got to find the sulfite. Let's find it. Ooh, I'll take that. Something you might have noticed is those wisdom scrolls that we've been picking up are important because it allows us to ID rares, which we then vendor for alterations, and then that's what's been allowing us to buy all those things. Right now it's 10 to 1 on 10 alterations equals 1 chaos, and we've never bought an item for more than 1 chaos. So let's go fight this guy over here. Free her. Okay. Ooh, that's a tough guy right here, doing some damage to us. Nice. And we've been leveling up our 2 cyclones. Cool. So fun when we get this. Just action speed plus the leap slamming around, and we just fly around this area. Surprised I haven't seen the ball fight yet. I've searched every bit of it. Usually that's crucial to what we gotta get into the delve. Nico's right out there. He might not be giving it to me because we've already done the quest on this, but normally I would be finding 3 mounds of sulfite, and we did not find them. So I think because I've already found them in here, it's not going to put it back in there for us, which is okay. I'll see if I find it here and then we'll show it to you. Otherwise, I'll just say you'll come to a yellow mound on here, you'll click it, and you'll get some sulfite, and then I'll show you what to do with it. And I've got some on me. I should have some because it's account bound. And we got our first weird utility flask. That's a bismuth flask. Let's hover over that. 35 to all elements. Interesting. But then, it only lasts that long. I don't like using flasks that only have a, for that. I want to make sure my, what do you call it? My resistances are over 75 at all times. I don't want them dipping down. Let's take a look at these boots. Any movement speed? If it doesn't say movement speed, I just basically ignore them. Movement speed 10. It's got 3 links. Not bad. We'll compare them to ours. Yeah, these are better than ours by far, so we'll move them over. And then what do we have here? Nope, no movement speed. So vendor, and swap. Cool. And then I'll even change these and hopefully land a red on one of these that are linked. And then we could start doing our leap slam with faster attacks again. Nice. These gloves, we only have those other gloves on because we had the accuracy, but we're okay without that. This has mana, 8 life per kill, and a lot of armor. I'll take these. What is our armor sitting at? 62%? We definitely get that go a bit higher. 65%, okay. Nice. And that's fine. I like that more. A little more. It's not that great of an upgrade. It's okay. Nice. Ooh, here's our first 5 socket item to drop. Interesting. And if we can find a spot for this. I don't think we can, actually. Here's another hideout. Excavated hideout. I've already got that one, but you can go in there, kill all the creatures inside, and you're good to go. Now, here's the thing. All these, I want to pick these up and sell them. I'm low on chromatics because I used a bunch there, and I want to be able to buy the next item. So we're going to vendor all this stuff, and I'll be right back. And we're also going to do this. I have a backup one, so if I were to make it magic and it would turn out badly, I could use a different one. So I wouldn't want to do this unless I had a backup one sitting right here. So we're going to reduced effects of shock on you during effect. I mean, it's something, and then we'll augment it. 17 extra charges. Now we'll do the same with this one. Some extra damage while it's going. Some leech while it's going, and then we'll augment it, and we'll see what this does. I like that better. We'll do this one. And I like that one too. And this one, nah. We'll put it back over here. And then we'll put these away. I gotta vendor this. Okay. Oh boy. And we made it to the end of this area. And we have 2 ways to go. The fire way and the cold way. We're gonna end up going to both. But let's go back to town and turn in our quest that we have to turn in. I think there's one right up here. Over to Usuni. Ooh, a skill book. I'll take it. Very cool. And we're going to go right here. Just right there. What's that going to get us? Oh, we're in town, so it shows our in-town DPS is lower. Okay, no big deal. We're in Act 4, and our health is only at 1,200, or 1,000, so we got to get our health up a little bit. We should. We don't have to. I mean, as you can see, we're not in very much trouble at all. This is for new players, and new players want to not die. We're just going to, be vendoring this stuff. I want some more transmutes, so I'm going to vendor this as transmutes to get those. I just don't have any. There we go. I'm going to get a few, because I suspect we'll be buying some gems pretty soon. Nice. Now here's the thing. In those 2 zones that we went through, you were going to get about 100 sulfite, and the sulfite would be right here. It would start to be building up. So, at that point, you'd build up your sulfite, you'd have about 100, and you'd go to, you'd visit the mining encampment. And inside here, you're going to have a series of small quests to do. It'll say, hey, visit the mine. And you'd go in here, and you'd be at the very start of it. And if we take a look at the map, we'd be right up in here, like this. And you'd say, okay, what do I want to do first? And what you want to target first for 24 of your sulfite is this thing right here. It's only a level 35 area, so let's go over there and do that one. We click it. Now, we don't have any flares, and you wouldn't have any of these dynamites. So let's go over there and try to get some. Let's go find an area. Oh, here we go. We'll spin through these guys. And you're just going to follow this path. And you don't want to get into the darkness because you don't have any protection from the darkness yet. Eventually you will. And I'll explain this in more detail later. Basically, you're just going to... This is just to get you a taste of Delve. A whole different area down here. Ooh, a dynamite cache. We'll grab that. Gave us 3 dynamites. That's very valuable. Saved us 60 azurite. Oh, we got another level. Very cool. So we're just kind of leading this thing along. And we're not even going into the side areas. But the side areas are where hidden treasures are. So we're going like this. Ooh, stunned us. You can get an anti-stun thing going too. Okay, so now you come to this and you said, okay, we're at the end of the zone. Now this is the node event because we went to an azurite node. And I'll show you again. We start the event. Might as well level that up. And we're just going to sit in the middle here and knock everything down that comes at us. And it's picked up all the loot. So all the loot's going to get dropped on the ground right at the end of this little mini event here. So they just keep on sending out waves of creatures. And then there's going to be a different kind of creature that'll pop up there. We're going to knock that one down. And then this one down. And that one. And there's the event. Now the azurite popped up there. And we're going to zoom around and pick it all up. And we got 21 azurite. We also got a bunch of loot here. So if you want a lot of loot, there's a lot. And cool. Now I'm going to leave all this. Oh, I'll take that. Looks good enough. And then we're going to go right back to the mining encampment. And then you can do your next, the quest will be like, hey, buy 3 or 4 flares, buy a couple dynamites. And then it'll start saying stuff like, go to this thing and raise your carrying capacity up, or raise, you could buy this. We're going to buy these. I just push shift. So I'm going to buy a couple of those and some of these. Nice. And then you'd go back and you'd come back over here. You'd look at your thing and you'd say, okay, maybe is there another one that we could go to? We could go to this one. This one contains items. But ideally, you want to target some azurite at first, because that's the thing. Azurite is what you can spend to increase this stuff. These are all the different stats down in here that are really important. Your carrying capacity is important as well. I've maxed this out. I've maxed all these out. It costs thousands and thousands of azurites to do this. You can also spend azurite on fossils. You could buy these. This is probably the most worthwhile thing, because let's see. If I had a stack of 44 of these and I wanted them for chaos, looks like, chaos, 2 to 1. So imagine this. You're down there. You can get like 1,000 azurite, no problem. So you can get 3 of these. That's 6 chaos, just like that. There's some nodes that give me 3,000 chaos. That's 10. I could buy 10 of these. That's 20 chaos just for that. Well, when your league starting, 100 chaos is a divine. So you can just start racking things up by buying and selling these things right from here. But you're going to have a great time, and you can find fossils down there and all kinds of stuff. Let's go to do a little side area. 1 second. Before we go back in here, we're going to use our point. We'll spend it right here. Nice. 1,070 is our health now. All right. 240 strength, 88 dex, and 44 int. Interesting. And then, what else can we do? Well, we can do this. Let's move this over here. Let's take a look at our, what is that, Leap Slam? We could do Leap Slam right here, and then where's our faster attacks? We could do that right there. Huh, I don't know why I didn't do that before. And then, that's fine. Okay. So we can still do that. Now look at this. We've got 6,700. I'm hoping this is better than that. It should be. Here we go, 6,700. 94, almost 10,000 DPS, guys. And I'll just put this away. I don't even care about it. There we go. So at level 40, go ahead and buy a Chobber Chabber, and you should be having near 10,000 damage. As long as you do Cyclone, damage on full. Now, occasionally it'll dip back down because you won't be at full life, but you're going to be at life a lot because of our ring. The ring gives life per hit. You're going to be at full life almost all the time. Pulverizer, bigger area, nice. Damage, just flat damage. So we're in great shape here. Let's go take a look at let's see if we can find a little side area. We can go back into this area. Let's go back there and see if we can backtrack a little bit now that the area is lit up, and see if we can find a side area. Here's one. And I'm going to drop down a torch. Now at first they don't last very long, but mine last quite a while. And then anything over here? No, I don't see anything. A bunch of dynamite. What about this thing over here? I'm just cruising along. What about this? Sometimes you'll find what you're looking for is a wall, and you blow the wall up with dynamite, and then that gives you access to the loot behind there as well. Anything over here? No. Where are we going? I don't think I've ever been up this way. At the top of the map. And nothing. Let's go over this way and we'll try to find something this way. What you want to do is find a longer area. Let's see. A longer run will have a better chance at it. Let's try this one. And we'll go this way. I'll push space to sprint. Now that we have a few torches, we can get back there. But the short areas usually don't have any really cool side areas off to hit, it's called hunting in the. Oh, there's something down here maybe. Oh, just a regular area. But look at this. Didn't even have a wall to break through. But that's okay because look at that. And it gets pretty serious down here. Let's level up all these. And then we'll take the whetstone. That's nice. And then this. Look at this. A primitive and a potent. That's worth that. That's worth 2 chaos and 2 chaos. That's 4 chaos worth of stuff. Drop another darkness thing. There. So now see how we're in the darkness and this is building up? This is damaging us. It's damaging us more and more and more. We'll put a health potion on. Now here's the thing. If there's creatures around, you can actually hit the creature so you won't kill them and you'll get life gain per hit back even in the darkness. Oh, looks like this is the end area. Let's finish off this area, and then that kind of sums up a little bit of delve. So you find a new area to go to. There's different nodes to attack. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Let's light this up so we can actually hurt them, because you can't hurt creatures in the darkness. This is a tough creature. Look at that. If we didn't have a lot of damage right now, this would be tough. He's enraged. He's crit resistant. Interesting. All right. Pick up all this stuff. And good. Oh, and then there's the loot. Nice. Take that. And that. Whoa, I was getting hit by something. Something right there. It was biting my toes. And let's go back like this. Nice. Whew. And then you come back here, and what I usually do is I hold shift and left click. It just fills it back up to full on dynamite and those. Nice. Then you can go back to your hideout just like this. I think we can actually add something to this. Now I don't want to add life to it. I want to add other things, and let's see what our defenses are like. Our defenses are all over capped. Oh boy, I don't know what we could add to this. Slap it on there and see. I don't want to add life. I could add some armor. So I wouldn't have this one unlocked, but I would have this one. And it would take 4 transmutes. I think that's all the transmutes we have. Nice. We got 600 armor on there now. Very cool. I don't want to put life on there because we're going to use a different node for that. And we'll just go back in here. We are in good shape. Let's go do the fire section first for fun. And this is pretty straightforward. There's 2 zones you run through. top to bottom, and we'll see you at the main guy to fight. This is just fighting down. Make sure you have enough fire resistance to... You don't want to be undercapped when you're fighting in here. Okay. Got another Chaos Orb. Nice. We found 2 so far. We'll put that over and we'll use that to buy our next item. Here's the armor scrap. Let's see if we can actually use that. Let's see. Pull this down here. Armor scrap. 17%. Nice. Weird. Here's another point to spend. And we're going to spend it right here. And notice there's elemental resists right here as well. We don't need them right now. We're overcapped. Defense. We're overcapped, but those are available. Now we're up to 1132 life. Very cool. A paw amulet? All kinds of amulets. I think we already found one of these. These are pretty common. Minion stuff? That'd be nice if you're a minion guy, but we'll just vendor it. But during league start, that would be a valuable item. Probably get a chaos out of it, or at least 10 alterations. Very cool. Also, for speed's sake, you guys have seen that I'm picking these things up. It's just a waste of time for me because, I mean, look at I've got this many of them. I'm just demonstrating that by picking this up and IDing them, you will definitely get plenty of this stuff. Now, I've been picking this up, but it's just, you know, I've got to get to the end game within a couple days, 3-4 days here before the the league starts. So I'm going to stop picking this stuff up. And I'll put this in my stash. Nope, I'll vendor that too. I'll stop doing that stuff. But you guys are seeing how... Oops. You guys are seeing how I've done it. So I'm just proving that it's not that I'm cheating this stuff. Just throw it on the ground. And we'll get some... And you've seen how I've been getting these, so I'm just going to grab a stack. And even this, we've been finding these. So I think I've proven the point that I can get plenty of alterations that I can buy during league start to buy the things that I want to do, which is this. We're going to buy 2 more. Oh, the Thieves Ring. And we're going to buy another weapon, some gloves, and a belt, which is going to be really important as well. Cool. All right, here's the Caldera of the King. And we're just going to focus on him. King Calm. We should be able to just face tank him down. Let's see if that's the case. Absolutely. Nice. And I won't pick this stuff up because I have tons of them. And we're just going to teleport back. Cool. And I'm even going to clean all this out because I won't be using it. I don't need to use it anymore. Nice. Also, don't forget about the menagerie. When we fought all those 4 beasts, you can jump in there and you're gonna do like a little mini fight in that arena, and you'll get either good loot or sometimes unique items, all kinds of interesting things. You can also do crafting in there. There's a bunch to it. Nice. Orb of Alchemy. And I don't really want it, but oh well. I mean, I at league start, that'd be huge value, but people will trade for those too. This area's a little weird. You gotta work your way through these grand arenas. And it's kind of a little bit confusing. We'll knock this down. Get a double essence. And easy kill. Done. And we got a Weeping. And a... What was that? Weeping and Whispering. This was be interesting for an accuracy weapon. We're not going to use it though. They're trying to kill me while I'm looking over there. Oh, another level. Nice. Ooh, I know what we're going to use that for. Life. Jeez, they really don't like me over here. Come on. And alright, let's use this point. And we're going to spend this right here. We're at 1151. Ooh, we get some regen. Nice. 1226. Very cool. I think it is towards the left, not the right. This might be a fully... I think it's pretty random. Ooh, looks like I had a bleed on me there. So bleeding is becoming an issue. We're going to have to solve that. Then we're going to have to solve Corrupted Blood, but that's very doable. But for right now, we'll just keep going. Ideally, I'd like to get one of these to have bleed, stop, to stop bleeding. It like cancels bleeding or something like that. But they don't. They're just regular right now. But ideally, I'd like one of those until I get that solved. Let's take a look at that Viridian Jewel. And so many creatures here, which is cool. I like having lots of mobs, but really. And let's take a look. What was that Viridian Jewel? And Jewel increase max life. Damage. That's a pretty cool one. We'll stick it in there. It's actually valuable. Nice. And we'll do this. Jeez, they're just everywhere. The triple. Oh, they just instantly melted. Is this the end? Gotta be close to it. Oh, our incubator's almost ready. Where is this guy? Maybe over here? Maybe up this way? Ring of Blades. Here we go. Let's see if we can... this is going to be like a no-brainer fight. Oh, and then he goes into his can't hit you phase. And knock this guy down. Can't wait to have Cyclone of Tumult as well. We could try to buy it now, but I bet you it costs quite a bit. Otherwise, you just run labs a few times until you get it. I think I got it actually last league start. For some reason, I got it at 1 chaos, which was great. Otherwise, it usually costs like maybe 5 chaos at league start. There we go. We got the 2 quest items that we needed. Don't know why I picked this stuff up, but oh well. And let's drop it back. Let's just throw these all right in here. And we're going to go to the quest area. Right here. Turn in both items. He's going to drill, baby, drill right into the wall. And we're going to jump into the belly of the beast. Let's do it. And because we don't have any life mods on our chest piece, armor doesn't count, life, reflect, yeah, we don't have any life mods on there. We're going to be able to take this second one there, 15% increase maximum life if there are no life mods on equipped body armor. That's going to be another 15% increase. Not a more, but an increase. And then we'll be able to get a 6% increase as well. Very cool. We're going to be tough. That had a proximity shield around it. Just meaning that you have to be inside the shield to actually do damage to the guy. Oh, we don't want to get hit by those explodey things. Well, we could probably tank a few of them, let's see. Yeah, no problem. Sometimes they get really tough. What is this guy? He's a splitting apparition of doom? There he is. Nice. Next episode, we're going to unleash quite a bit in terms of even more speed, all kinds of stuff. I won't even mess with this one. Don't need it. Don't need anything out of this box either. Oh well. It's there. I'll just ignore all that. Drop down here and let's go find the boss. Those are valuable. You're going to need those for progressing your maps. And they look like this. Definitely want to hang on to those. Also have a lot of tips and tricks for progressing your atlas. I think once the league starts, I'll do that on the playthrough. So I'm going to fly through the game on opening day, and then we'll start with the end game, I believe. I might do a video of just flying through the what do you call it? Oh, we gotta fight this guy.
You've done well.
Let's see if we can. I always like tanking this guy without moving. Let's see if we can do it without using a health potion too. Oh, close. Not gonna be. No, I've got a bleed on me. See that bleed? That bleed is what's nasty. So I'd have to have an anti-bleed method. Yeah.
Calm wasn't
But okay,
half the
it's all right.
man you are, Marauder.
I picked that stuff up. Oh well. All right.
It was Malachai.
It was Malachai. We jump through here and into the harvest. And we'll keep going. Another point to spend. We could ID these. They might be better than what we have on. Let's see. Strength, Dex. I do like that. Accuracy, lightning damage. Yeah, I do actually like these better than the ones I have on. They have more damage. Let's see. A little lightning damage. We're at 10,400. 10,700. Oof. Yeah, that's fine. I like that. That's fine. Okay, and we're going to talk to Piety, and we have to fight 2 other people. We fought one of them, I think, already. No. We got to fight 3 in here, or do we just dive in? I think we just dive in. 1 second. First off, do this and get this thing. 1230, 1343. We go in there? No, we have to kill the guardians, and there's 3 of them. So, there's one over here. What are those? And what do we get? Let's find out. Oh, everybody's trying to fight right here. Maybe these are better than what we have on. Alright, let's, these are all... They just never stop coming. Okay. Take a look at them. Control compares them. Triad grip. Minions, increased armor. This is like all minion stuff. How much are these worth? 1 chaos, at least. Nice. But we'll just bender them. Oh, and we jump in here. Now this fight can get a little out of hand, but we have so much damage, I think we're just going to face tank them. Not even care about the curses that she's putting on us. Look at this. Chunk, 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 chunk. Done. Pick up this item and keep on going. The other 2 that we have to fight, the guardians, are on this side. We're going to sprint over here. Should be one up on this side. And this is an electrical fight. Doesn't matter, we're capped on all our resistances except chaos. Chaos we're going to address later. Where'd she go? Right over here? Oh, she fell down. That's too bad. Here's the last one. And I think he like splits apart or something too. Oh, our incubator dropped, whatever the item it dropped. Didn't even notice. Did I pick it up? It maybe dropped that? I don't know. I'd have to look back at the video. Interesting. That one, and then we have to go back to this thing right over here. Now the thing is, don't exit out of the game at this point either, because right here, because you'd have to redo the 3 guardians, which didn't take long, but still. There we go. Jump in, and here's the Malachai fight.
In this moment, you and I will create the most beautiful of
We got 30 seconds of this shrine up. Nice.
creation out of the realm of the gods.
Come on, blah blah blah. He knows I have this thing
Bow
on
your
it.
head to your
He's
one
stalling.
true god.
First thing, fight
Embrace
him,
the
but
future.
we've got life gain on hit from our ring, so that's cool. Then we got to flip over to her, and oh, it's tough. We took some damage there, but we didn't quick heal.
Exile.
Now we go back to him, and then we go back to her, and then we go back to him, and then he's gonna stab her with his stick of love, and she's now stabbed. And then we dive down, we follow him.
Now, let us see if you
All right,
truly
step
understand
one,
what it means
fight him a
to
little
be
bit, and then we gotta fight
nightmare.
these guys on the side. Easy, no problem. We gotta fight this guy down. Nice. Then we gotta fight him a little bit more. But we're just ridiculously overpowered right now.
Accept the gift
And we
of
could even be
immortality.
stronger if I wanted to, but it doesn't really. As you can see, this is not an issue right now. And there we go, fight him a little bit. And he's gonna say, go fight this guy.
Nightmare is the true
And
one.
then we're gonna fight him a little
You're
bit.
so in love with death.
Oh, in love. Easy peasy. Ooh, an orb of regret. We'll take it and we'll actually use it. Now we have an extra respec point that we used a little earlier. interesting. I'll look at the trapper boots just for fun. Movement speed. Ooh, let's see. Some life on ours, 10. Cold and lightning. Cold, lightning, pretty similar, except these have decks on them. We'll keep our own. In fact, so much so that I'm just going to chuck them on the ground. Alright, high gate. And this, we're going to work, this will work our way, unless we are? No. This should be Act 5 now. Well, let's talk to all these guys. They might have something for us. Actually, these two ladies over here do have something for us. And we'll talk to Mr. Tsunami.
I'm sure you are.
And nope. These two ladies over here. There we go. Yep. Not multi-strike. Fist of War, multi-totem support. Increased area of effect. That would be interesting, but no. Trauma support. Eternal Blessing. Is that the one with the, that's the thing that gives us, we have no reservation. So, we're going to definitely use this. Yeah, Eternal Blessing. Yeah, this is the one we're taking. And then, we'll talk to her. And we could get a golem if we wanted to. Let's get a golem for fun. Let's take him.
I was right to
And
have faith in you, Cursebreaker.
we're going to stick
You have
him there.
succeeded where we
We
have
need a
failed.
red and a green.
You have slain a
So,
creature
we're going to have to go back over here a second. We're starting to do a little bit of setups here. So, we need faster attacks. We can, we'll deal with that one later. We'll just put it away. Oh, it's not even on the thing here. We'll put it right here. So much loot. Take this away. Let's take these away.
What is it, Exile?
And this is what we're shooting for.
I'm watching.
What we want to do is, with this Eternal Blessing, we want to link it to, see, it's such a pain having this here. Let's see if we can change the color of these. At least red somewhere here. Double red, that's fine. Perfect. Okay, so the Eternal Blessing, if we were to link it with that, and let's go to our hideout to do this so that it actually works in there. Let's see. Yep, so this is on. We want to link it to Pride. We'll put that on there. And then turn Pride on. It's on, and now it doesn't use any mana. It shouldn't. Because of Eternal Blessing. Let me see. And we can only have one aura on. That's fine. On your blessing skills. Okay. And this is not linked. Interesting. So I'd need a blue socket somewhere to get the other aura going. I could hope for a blue socket and not linked. Interesting. Let's try to do that for a second here.
How's the trail?
And this might be trickier for you guys to set up. Ooh, red, and I need double red with a blue outside. Just to show you guys how this will work. It's probably not gonna. No, it's not gonna work this way, so I'll just get the double red back. And double red, come on, double red. See how many, well, you're seeing how many it would actually take if we were to mess around with this. A little dangerous to do it. There we go. We'll do Pride and that one. Nice. So now this doesn't take any. Pride is now on. Oops, let's see if we can take it back off. And Pride just does nearby. Okay. And Pride's off, and now it's on, but it's not using our mana now. Okay. So, next up, we're going to go back to town. And this way. Right up here, and you're going to go all the way over here to the exit. A lot of people probably don't see it over here, and they're like, where do we go? Be tough. And we're going to work our way through this zone, and we'll find our way to Act 5. So I'll be right back. There's actually a bridge right over here. Let's go to the bridge. Right up here. See if it's here? Did I miss? It's right over here to the right. That little narrow strip right there. And then it's up to the top right section is where the way forward is. Here it is. Come up here, pick the lever, opens that up, and you dive on in. Now we are in Oriath, and we have to work our way through this little maze of of stuff, and we're going to get into the town. So I'm going to work my way through here, and I'll show you where it goes. Oh, we have a golem now, too, so I could do this. Bring our golem up. Sort of interesting. But the golem, he can die pretty easily at this level. Let's see, we'll just let him do his thing and see if he lives. There he is right there. But he does regen. He's going to do defenses for us next league, too. It might be worth using them. We'll see. They've improved the stone golem. Well, each of the golems, I think. Oh, and here's the overseer already. Good on him, and done. And then it's going to drop down a ladder right here. He's actually living. Nice. I mean, if you don't have any ways to improve him, it's kind of like, it's kind of tough when he's brand new at that level. He's tough to keep alive. And doesn't matter what ring. Take this one. And I don't even care about the stuff for it, so we'll just drop it and destroy it. Very cool. Talk to this guy. And now we are in Act 5. And we'll do that in the next episode. And I'll try to get the episodes to go a little quicker. We're not going to be picking up stuff off the ground. We showed you how to do that to get your items. We'll be buying some gloves and a new weapon pretty soon here. What level are we? 43. I think 52 is the next level for the next weapon. We've got plenty of damage, so it doesn't matter. 52 is the next level. And then a belt too. Nice. All right. Sounds good. I hope this helps. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. We're pretty chunky. We're pretty bad. Pretty tough. I like it.